Let me just say I like this game a lot, but there are some pretty big flaws in my eyes that are hard to look past. This game is like if I prepared for you an amazing steak dinner, but then made you have to eat it with some subpar ranch dressing. My biggest problem with this game is the luck that is required. You can either have an amazing fireball power-up that lets you fly and then detonate in an explosion, or you get a fruit. Sure, it's a very useful fruit because it heals 50% of your health, but come on, compare that to the fireball that literally makes you fly. Which one do you think I would rather have? This, I feel, is in almost every aspect of the game, where most of the game is good, but there's always something that sucks a bit. Like in the characters. Do you want to play as Spider-Man, but with a rocket punch? Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Or as a super slow plant robot? Do you want to fight a god pot that shoots missiles at you? Or do you want to fight a jellyfish? This game's highs are so high that when they have something that just feels like anti-fun trash, it brings down the whole experience. The best and worst part about this game is that they just try to stick so close to the idea of what a roguelike is. The gameplay is very simple. You spawn in a level, you kill monsters to get money, use that money on loot boxes, and pray to the pot gods that you'll get something good. And if you do, activate the teleporter, where you have to stay in a bubble until it gets to 100% and fight a random boss, praying again to the pot god not to spawn the stinking jellyfish. Rinse and repeat for 6 stages, then fight the final boss, which I will get to in the next part. In total, there are 13 regular bosses in the game and 2 final bosses, one of which I did not beat because it's locked behind DLC. The problem with the bosses in this game is that they aren't really very special or hard except for the final boss. Most of the time they're just meh, while some are annoying. All the bosses have one phase with a small mechanic that usually unlocks at low health. Just know that if you're looking for a game that emphasizes great boss design, this game isn't for you. Everything I said goes out the window for the final boss, who has one of the only cutscenes in the entire game, has 4 different phases, and is generally unlike any other boss in the game by far. Now usually I wouldn't make a whole part about something as abstract as game feel, but I think it deserved it here. I will say it, no game I've played has felt even close to Risk of Rain 2 in terms of gameplay. I think this is probably one of the most polished games in terms of gameplay and its own identity. It feels like from the very beginning they knew exactly what they wanted to do and how to do it. You play it and just know that there weren't any last minute changes or tacked on mechanics. I'll compare it to manga. Usually the best manga are the ones where the creator knew exactly where the story was going and what the beginning, middle, and end is. It feels the exact same as that, where they had almost a complete vision of what the game was before they even started development. Overall, my opinion of this game is super positive. I feel like the best part about it is there isn't really much garbage. I mean, some bosses and items are garbage, but what I mean is that you start the game, you press play, you play it, no big story, it's just pure gameplay fun. If you're looking for a first-time roguelike, I strongly recommend Risk of Rain 2. This game just feels like what a great roguelike can be. So with that in mind, I give this game 4.5 shrooms out of a jellyfish. Wait, I just remembered the stinking fuel array. Make that 4 shrooms. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like fun.